Hey there folks, this is Dub here, and I'm back with the Firecord. I've been working with it a bit here and got it much more figured out than I had it in the first two videos. So we're going to go ahead and do a little example here. I've got some little tinder shavings here from the little Firestar kit, but you could do the exact same thing in the backyard, just shaving up some tinder pieces yourself. So we'll pull out the piece of Firecord itself here. The other piece off to the side. And the trick to this that I didn't do well in the first one, I used the little piece here of my fire striker to rough this stuff up, and you got to do it a bit more aggressively than that. So we'll use the Mora knife here and use the blade of it itself to scrape along here, trying to not chew up the thing too badly. But what you're really wanting to get is this little bit of fluff on the end of the blade. So we want to keep some of that, and we'll start to make a little pile right down in here. And of course you are going to chew up this stuff to some degree, and we can actually toss that back in there as well once we've got a little more of that fluffiness built up. This is kind of like a cotton rope here with some wax kind of wickness to it, so you kind of get that little cotton ball fluff eventually built up on the blade when you're scraping this stuff. So here we've got some more built up there, and I find if you get probably 3 or 4 of those ones, enough that you can catch a spark, and then of course you toss in the rest of these pieces here that have also been roughed up, then you've got plenty of fire starter to get you going. So you want to just keep scraping this, but you don't want to apply too much pressure, because at one point in time you can just cut right through it. It's not that hard to shred through this stuff, so I'm not pressing overly hard. And I do have the blade turned a little bit against the grain there, and you can see again we have some more of that little bit built up. So we'll use those 3 little pieces there, and we'll even toss in a couple of these ones right here up next to that tinder little pile we've got going. And then this is a little micro striker that came in the April Prepper gearbox, and I've been playing around with this thing, and it's quite small, but I really like it. It's got the little directional arrow here. It's basically just the same kind of a striker you'd have on a cigarette lighter. So anyways, move this off to the side here, getting close on those little pieces of fluff. Alright, that starts right up. You get your tinder over it, and it lights up real quick. So what I didn't do well in the first video when I was trying with the actual fire striker, and I've tried again with this, and that also works, but you saw a first shot with that, you just got to get this stuff kind of fluffed up till you get those little cotton bits on the end of it, and then it's really actually quite easy to get the fire going from there. So cool little fire striker, works quite well, and I've done it like I said, also with the ferrocerium rod here, but you got a little bit of the tinder to work with, or if you had some cotton balls in it kind of stuff, that stuff goes up right quick, and it burns long enough to get you going a little fire there. So thank you folks.